Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Observatory Season 2. This is going to be qualifier number 3. With me today, I've got Birdseye. How are you doing?
Hello, hello. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing good. Welcome back. And just before we get started here, just to update everyone on where we're at in the season so far, Jediluke, of course, he's got a death grip on that number 1 spot, especially with Sirius taking a couple games off last week. So he is in first with 34. Sirius still holding on to that number 2 spot, but Firex nipping at him here. Sirius with 18, Firex with 14. Melvin, he's not going to be here this week, so he's going to be holding at 9 points. And then we have Lee at 6, Inferno at 0. And this week, we're going to have, so far we have Dracona making her return. Ferno, Lee, Firex, and Sirius. Jediluke will be joining late, so we'll probably see him starting in the second round. So we should get some pretty good action here this week. I'm pretty excited about this one. And
Yeah, sounds good.
I think we're going to get started here. So I believe Firex gets the first buy. Just simply because he's the way the Swiss works is the person in the middle of the pack gets the buy round. So here we go. And indeed, that's the case. He gets the buy. Dracona will be playing Lee, and Sirius gets Ferno. So some pretty easy first rounds, I think. It's going to be Dracona at home, and she has picked for her home levels Rip, Ascend X4, and Logic. Some pretty, what I'd call standard levels for Dracona. So, yeah, that's some good set of levels there. Meanwhile, Ferno's going to be home for his match versus Sirius. And
Looks like Jedi has joined.
oh, he is like, you know what? I'm gonna create the match. We'll do Jedi, Luke, and Fire, because that's what it would be anyway. Let me flip for that. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna flip for that because we literally just got started. They would have been the match anyway.
Yeah,
Random.
Jedi was so desperate to play, he left his wife on the side of the road.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Rude.
unbelievable.
So very quickly gonna figure out who gets home here. Random.org says Jediluke is home, so let's see if I remember my commands right. I do. Alright, so those will be the first 3 rounds. I think we're going to jump into Dracona and Lee's match here as soon as they... no one's selected... Sirius has just now selected Flea as his level. That's not surprising. Sirius loves some Flea.
I didn't know that. I didn't know he was a flea guy.
Ah, yes. Oh, Sirius doesn't have Ecstasy.
You know, I know a few guys. We can hook him up, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't realize that wasn't on the... wasn't on the MDB. That went down the other day, actually. That was a little scary.
It was a little scary if you're in the Descent world. You're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You know, shit's crumbling.
Yes, that's like the main place that we get our missions from, our levels that we play, and not having that around would mean that one would pop up pretty soon. One where
It really helps having a central location for levels, so it's nice that it's back.
All right, so I just posted it up there. I'll give them an opportunity to want to do Ecstasy. Alright, and Dracona Lee is going to be picking Logic. And that's the one
what
we're
were
going
Lee's
to
options?
The options were Rip, Ascend X4, and Logic.
Gotcha.
So Ascend X4 is Dracona's DCL home level. She has chosen Rip in the last few in the last few observatories she's played in. So that's not much of a surprise. And let's go ahead and get into the first game here as soon as it comes up.
There's probably only going to be one person that picks Ascend X4 against her. I think you can guess.
And it's not gonna be Pyrex. Probably it might be Furno. Furno might do something crazy like that. That's
Who knows?
That's kind of
That's
a
true.
Furno thing. So.
Yeah, that might be too.
Oh, he doesn't. How does Sirius not have access to the Season 2 channel? No one has access to the Season 2 channel. How did this happen? Okay, so he has access to it now.
Cool.
All right, so I'm just waiting for the Logic. Wait. Oh, Jedi's playing Logic X4, so we have 2 Logic games going on at the same time.
Gotcha.
He chose. Well, I say Logic X4. It's Logic X5. Slight bug in the. I can show it off here. When you go and create a game in this version of Descent, you have an option in the advanced options here to select extra secondaries. And if you use the keyboard, you can either do none, X2, X3, or X4. Well, if you use your mouse, you can trick it into doing X5 like that. And it's kind of silly. It probably should be fixed, but we've let it out there. So
yeah, we should just get rid of all the X's. Agreed.
So just waiting on Dracona is gonna have to start this game because Lee can't host.
Sirius is already out to a 1-0 lead on Furno.
Yeah, that's not surprising. None of these. I'm not expecting any of these first round matches to be barn burners by any stretch. These are going to be some.
Yeah, no upsets, but I could see Lee giving a good match to Dracona.
Yeah, that is entirely possible, especially since Dracona might be a little rusty from. I think her
Right.
last games were very shortly after the last Observatory she was in.
Yeah, I just don't think she's been playing off enough to be in, competition. Her competition, highest competition levels. What I meant to
But
say.
she has been playing Overload, which just came
Oh,
out
wow.
on early access on
Yeah.
Steam. So she's still got the 60OF control going on, but maybe not in
That's-
a competitive setting, which is pretty.
Yeah, I wish I could play that. It just crashes for me.
Oh no, that's terrible. Older computer?
No, it's all brand new stuff.
Ouch. Oh, yeah. I haven't tried it yet because I've been between this and the Necrodancer tournament I'm in. I've been very busy not playing other games.
Totally.
So yeah, Dracona's gonna need to start. Let me see what's going on here.
Be right back. Gotta check the door.
I do not want to come with. Okay, she's eating. She's just eating some pie real quick. Maybe some leftover from Tuesday's holiday. Pie day, of course. Yeah, she's even said she does not want to play this as a DCL, even though it's against This is in the DCL. This would be silver tier versus gold tier. Got a whole wide array of tiers. Furno, of course, he is. He's bronze. Jediluke is diamond. We have Lee and Firex both silver, and Sirius and Dracona both gold. So definitely a wide array of skills here. I'm really hoping we get to see Sirius and Dracona. That should be a fun match if that comes up.
I would imagine that's going to be a close one. Hopefully we see that at some point.
Yep. So while she's finishing up her pie here,
She's got to recover from giving birth. You know, it's been months, but
yeah. Yeah, it's 20 win by 2. There's a question in chat whether it's 220 or it's with no win by 2, or if there is win by 2. During the qualifiers, it is win by 2. it's only in the finals that we throw that out the window because we're just going to be playing a reverse match anyway.
Right.
We don't want to have like the first match go like 27-25 and oh, by the way, you have to play another match.
Yeah, doesn't make sense.
All right, she's about to start her up.
All right.
Just apologies for getting underway here. A little late for this one, but Dracona was actually a rather last-minute entry. I don't know if she was planning on joining, but I made a post on Facebook, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm in." I'm like, "Oh sweet."
Yeah, good to see her here.
Yep, here we go. Coming up. This is regular logic with no X's, which I don't think we have seen yet in the Observatory. It's either been X4, X5, or X2, which was, I think... I don't know who was X2. I want to say it was Firex that has X2. I don't know.
I don't know.
But,
All the X's just blend together for me.
Yes. Missiles everywhere. It's like Skybox all over again.
I avoid Skybox.
Do you know they ported Skybox to D1 and D2?
I know. I avoided it.
I actually played Morphod once in Skybox X4. There are so many missiles in there, it hits the item cap. All right, we're underway
Wow.
here. And Dracona immediately chasing down Lee, but Lee turns around. He's not going to get caught by that. We got Dracona on some plasma. Lee's got the fusion going. Oh, Lee opening the door right behind Dracona. I don't know if he saw her.
He had no idea I was watching him. I mean, it had some sense of where she was in general, but I don't think he knew he was right around the corner.
Yeah. It's a little unnerving when you're hiding down there. Oh, that's a lot of
Yeah,
damage.
and suddenly that door opens.
Yes. Dracona doing a nice job of pinning Lee to wherever he goes. Although Lee's going to try a camping strat here.
Oh,
and
definitely.
he's going to kill himself.
He placed one right on the wall.
Oh.
It was a good trick. He just didn't have the execution down.
And probably really low on shields. Dracona was nailing him with that Vulcan. So Lee's going to start with a negative score here. Ooh, I think that connected. Fusion shot through the grate there.
Yeah, I think so.
Appreciate the help, she says.
Brutal. Talking trash, sorta.
Yeah. This is Dracona's version of talking trash.
Right.
Very different from Jediluke's version of talking trash. At least get to dodge this, and as soon as it connects onto the wall, Dracona's in there with the Vulcan. Trying to combo her attacks. It's working so far. Getting a little Vulcan damage on Lee.
I feel like Lee really needs to get some more weapons here that can move for it.
Yeah.
I don't feel like lasers match up that well against Vulcan. And that has been what she's been successful with.
Oh, Lee taking some floater damage there. That's certainly not good.
Yeah, that's 35 gone.
At least it might have been. There were a few blobs in that volley.
Right.
And that's going to do
Probably
it.
two.
One to
Probably
-1 early on. And it's not that Lee's flying particularly poorly here. It's just Dracona's been outsmarting him for the most part so far.
I did feel like Lee did have that nice camping moment, but he just didn't have the execution.
There
on
we
it.
go.
And that's some execution right
Yes, that's what we're looking for. Lee back to even.
there. Great fight.
Oh, if Lee goes in there, he's gonna get all the missiles. He doesn't look well.
Oh. There's a tendency when you're trying to find your opponent like that in a level like this to not just reverse a little bit and grab those missiles.
To fly with Lee for a little bit here as he finally is picking up those missiles. Ooh, look out. Yeah, Lee's whipping around this level pretty good. He's moving really well today. Does take a little bit of damage from the blueberries, but he's doing a good job
Back.
fighting back here. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
it's just
that's
a little
kind of mistake there.
Yeah, I'd say it's just a little bit too risky to just sort of jump in there hoping the spread isn't coming.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it seemed like he was trying to time something that wasn't really able to be timed. Dracona's gonna get some free damage
Yep.
here.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like Lee is just a little too careless, needs to show a little bit more caution.
Although, to be fair, he has improved dramatically since he first started playing
absolutely.
here on the DCL.
Definitely. Oh, nice kill.
Yeah, that was
2-1.
very good. This is beautiful. So goes from being in a precarious situation to getting the kill.
Right, good tables turned.
Yes. Dracona, of course, in Colorado, and we've mentioned before, Lee over in the United Kingdom, flag involved. Dracona,
Yep.
no, doesn't matter what your ping is when you're in a straight tunnel like that.
Right.
So 3-1 now.
It's one of those door play things where, you know, Lee's established that he's not going through the first door that opens, so I think she thought to go to the other door as soon as the first door even opened.
That was a nice laser kill by Dracona. Dracona, of course, very fond of quad fours.
Yeah.
One of her favorite weapons. Getting some decent damage here. And it's gonna take him out. Very nice. 3 in a row now for Dracona. She takes a 5-1 lead.
Yeah, 2 level 4 quads, full hit, you're dead.
That's it. All it takes. It's 104 shields. You only start with 100. Oh, that first shot was perfectly aimed by Dracona there. She knows she's got him low. She switched over the ball.
Yeah, sometimes shooting those level 4 quads is a little bit like shooting steady micro fusion shots.
Yes. Take a little plasma damage, though. Lee's fighting back pretty good.
Oh.
And she takes some more damage, but gets the kill. Now on to 4 in a row.
Yeah, you gotta be a little bit more defensive when someone's shooting Vulcan like that from a distance. You're just toast.
Yep. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Uh,
Maybe you had a point. Oh boy. Because Lee was trying to make this a DCL ladder match as well, which is perfectly fine. The rules of the match are very similar. And nice fusion shot there. Going to take out Dracona. But I do think Dracona got quite a bit of damage on him. Now she grabs the fusion. Now, this ought to be a... This is interesting. You don't see Dracona too much use the fusion. Oh, I thought she grabbed the fusion. No, I didn't realize they had already got it.
I think there's 2 in here.
Yeah, there's 2. She went to the spot where the other one was, and last I looked, it was still there.
Gotcha.
Lee with a couple.
Takes
in a
it
row
down.
Here. Very nice.
6-3.
Nice start to this one.
Yeah.
Oh, she
Damn
is
it.
lucky that left shot hit the wall because that would have been much
Oh,
more
just a
painful.
partial, huh?
Yes, it hit the wall right in front of her.
That is something you gotta work hard for. If you're dodging fusion, don't just give up if you think that purple's gonna hit you. Try to turn it into a partial.
Yes. Oh man, Lee is on
Ooh.
fire with the fusion right now.
Yeah.
This is scary.
And Lee's talking back.
Yes.
Oh, it
So
should be
3 in a row now for Lee as he's put a little streak together.
a lot of
There we
typing.
go. Yes. Oh. You know, that fusion problem is medical. Tell Morphod that.
I don't even get the joke. Oh!
Take him out with some level 1s there. Very nice.
Been low.
Of course, both pilots, I don't know if they have it on in the game, but they're using some custom colors here. These
Good
yellow
dodging by Lee down the
good
hall. He
dodging.
level 1 lasered while she had the quads and took her down.
Yes.
Well played.
Yeah, if it wasn't for those first few moments of the match, this game would be tied.
Right,
Lee
right.
is fighting back very, very well here.
Yeah.
Although I think Dracona's got the edge on the Vulcan here. She is using that
Yeah.
Vulcan very well, even on this high ping. Now it's on to the blueberries, and it's going to be a spread fire kill. Nice dogfight there. Don't often see
Definitely.
lengthy dogfights in Logic. But these two pilots, not shy.
No, definitely not.
More damage on Lee there. He's got to be careful.
Well
Wow,
played though, but a lot
man.
of dodges.
Yeah, these are some close dodges that Lee's pulling off.
Yeah, very close.
A little bit of a breather here. I haven't had too many of these in this match.
I know, it's just been action, action, action. And here it is again.
Back
Throwing
in the
down.
main room. Lee's backing off, but he's going to get tagged by a couple of those smart blobs.
Yeah.
And it's going to put Dracona up 9-5. A lot closer than I figured this would be.
You know, I thought it was a chance that could be a little bit closer since Dracona is, you know, she hasn't been playing as much and Lee's been, you know, playing as usual a lot.
Yes.
And improving.
End-to-end action here. I mean, neither pilot giving the other a breather here. Uh-oh. This is bad for
Oh, it's, yeah.
Lee.
You misheard that one.
Yes. Sliding right into quad 4. Oh, he gets her back! What a shot!
Damn. That was a good shot.
Oh,
I like
man.
I like it. But go
Lee.
get her right now, Lee. Don't get the missiles. Go get her.
Dracona trying to come
There
back
she
for the
is.
weapons, but there she is. And she's got a couple smarts, but quad ones, you know, those are nothing to laugh at.
Definitely not.
And she's
Yes.
going to use them.
Yeah, because quad ones, I prefer them to quad 2s and 3s sometimes because they're kind of hard to see.
They're not just hard to see, they're still ones. You know, and mentally, a lot of people are like, oh, they're just ones. It's
Right.
basic laser. But four
Right.
of them still
And
do
this-
40 damage.
And psychologically, it's got that sound to it that sounds like the, you know, the level 1 non-quads.
Yes. Dracona had Lee trapped there, but couldn't quite finish him off, so he's going to get away. He's got spread fire here. He's gonna nice job by Dracona figuring out where he was going.
I agree.
Oh, she's got some missile advantage
She's
now.
stuck. Lee's got to bounce here. As soon as you hear her collect all those missiles, you got to get out of there.
Yeah, he is being cautious now.
Oh. Yeah. Wow, he gets out of it.
Indeed. And gets
What
a
a
kill.
kill! Some great kills by Lee here.
I've been impressed by how he's been handling this game so far. Dracona doing her best Jediluke impression.
Yeah. I mean, we're seeing Dracona's version of the game, and even in that version, to me, it looked like he was dodging it.
Yes. There's been a couple times we keep the door open. Dracona,
It was very risky.
yeah, it is risky, and it didn't work out for him. But yeah, I definitely agree that Lee's looking like he's playing extremely well here.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's putting up a pretty good score on a gold pilot here.
Right.
Should be interesting to see how this one turns out. About halfway through here, 11 minutes on. It started out that looked like it was going to be a stomp. This was 6-1 at one point.
Right, good composure from Lee.
But Lee's been firing back ever since. Just got to dodge that. Does so no problem. Back in the main room here.
Oh!
That's a rough one. Lee had to have been pretty low there.
Yeah.
For that to take him out.
It looked like a homer ended it for him.
Yeah. 12-7. Dracona might have heard that. Yep. Oh! And
That's
gets the
all it
kill.
takes. That's all it takes is to hear that weapon change.
And right off the
Pickup
spawn,
sound.
looking to get that next point. Right up.
Lee's got to get out of this.
face.
Hustle it, hustle it.
Ooh.
No, don't shoot.
Peter Y.
So I wouldn't shoot there if I was Lee, because you're probably not going to connect, and it makes more of a question as to where you are. She would have to visually locate you. Otherwise, as soon as she hears you shooting, she knows you're going to go across. I guess you could throw a shot and then double back. That might be reasonable.
Oh, nice flushing out of Lee there. Putting the smart on one side, the lasers on the other.
Yeah, he needed to fade to the outside and cut back in to get out of that.
Yep, she's on a pretty good run here. 8-3 in the last 6 minutes.
Yeah, she's been trapping pretty well.
And she just dodges right into that hallway. She thought about staying in the room, but thought against it. Chased out by Smart here. Lee's ready for her, though. Kona not getting anything there. I don't think neither is Lee. Now it's a guessing game. Where did Lee go? There he is.
she guessed right. That was a good guess.
Not quite sure she got anything though. Lee's gonna pick up a kill.
No,
14 to
Lee
8.
picked it up anyways. Well done.
That kind of looked, because we talked about that spread fire death that Lee had earlier. That kind of looked exactly like that, except from the bonus point of view.
Right. Good attempt at a trap by Lee, just missed the payoff.
Yes. And Fear, there's still time to sign up for this one. You can join late, absolutely. There is no reason not to.
Step right up
get
to the
in there, yeah.
observatory.
Still have 3 rounds to play today after this. Oh, nice kill. Plants that smart right at his feet and he runs it.
I feel like Lee doesn't have enough of a plan when it comes to when a smart is fired. As soon as it's fired, you need to modify your flying plan based on the smart that's been fired. I feel like he's not doing that enough.
Indeed, that was very good. He kind of trapped up in this room here. He's going to get out. And Dracona to beat him at the other side. Nice.
She was right on him. Well played.
Oh, and Dracona's going to get behind him here. Camp in the main room, waiting for him to come back. Double him up, 16 to 8. And just very nice. I mean, that's the kind of tactic you use against the bots in single player on this game. With the just the quad lasers, you just put 2 of them around the corner while you're safe behind the wall. That's what she did to Lee there. He took some damage, so he's going to be pretty low.
I've definitely used that tactic myself, and I think it's effective.
Lee's going to get it back though. 16 to 9.
It's one of the things where people debate plasma versus level 4 quads, and I think that's an example why level 4 quads are better.
Yes. Going to grab some missiles. I don't know if she saw him. Oh, she saw that for sure. Oh, that looked ugly. Dracona.
Yeah,
3 points from Win.
I wanted to see Lee bust out there with more intensity and not hang back. Made him more of a sitting duck.
Lee on the run. Dracona is in full chase mode at this point.
And Lee, some good dodging here.
Yeah, he lived much longer than I expected him to in that scenario.
Definitely.
Dracona's probably taken a little bit of damage there.
Oh,
Yeah,
a lot of damage there.
Yeah, that's doesn't matter how much damage you take when you take a smart to the face. 18 to 10.
You know, in my head, I thought Lee might be able to pull up to like 13 or so, and he's not super far off that.
No, 10 is definitely super good.
Yeah, she's one of the better gold pilots.
Yeah, she, of course, in Season 1, she had that semifinal run. She took out Morphod in the first round as an upset as the number 5 seed.
Nice dodge from Smarts by Lee in a single cube.
Unfortunately, she came up against Jediluke in the semis, and well.
Although, she did have that game where she played him close in Wrath, so she does have quite a lot of versatility.
Oh yeah, of course, Wrath was the level she designed. She knows it pretty well.
Yeah.
Our guest commentator, of course, is Birdseye today. There's 11, so Lee catching her in the doorway there, 18 to 11. Dracona getting it right back, and she's on game point now. And
Let's
Lee's
see
going
if
to
Lee
rush
can
it.
make any more noise. Oh!
Oh man,
Ow, that was
Oh.
surprising that no one died.
that was a lot of fusion damage. Oh, but Lee takes some laser damage and he'll
He
get the
gets
kill
it.
right back. There's 19 to 12.
What? Lee, shoot her. He's right behind her.
I don't know if Lee's necessarily slow in reacting to attacks. I don't think that's the issue at all. I mean, he's putting up 12 on a gold pilot. That's not a reaction thing. That's typically the difference between gold and silver. And there's the kill. 20 to 12. The difference between gold and silver is going to be the gold pilot is.
Love you too, Lee.
Loves you. The gold pilot is going to be more about outsmarting you rather than out dogfighting you. But Dracona, very adept at dogfighting that game. She really, those two really put on the show in that main room. Is pretty nice. We have
Yeah.
one other result in Sirius 20, Inferno 5. That means the Jediluke game may still be on. Oh no. Jediluke 20, Firex3, and Logic X5. So that's going to be it for the first round. So let me update a few things here. Got the... I'm going to remember to update the round number in the corner here. There we go. Got that done. And then as soon as this third match result gets reported, we'll be on with the second round. So yeah, I am very impressed with the way Lee was handling himself in a large chunk of that particular match. He was open to dogfighting with Dracona, and at times was doing really well. And he had that one streak where he was just on fire with that fusion. It was scary.
Right. What I would like to see more from Lee is I would like to see more banking actively. It doesn't seem like either his config is set up to actively bank while he tricords, or he may not be using it as much as he should be.
And that might be what Borgernun was pointing out. He's saying it maybe not fast to react. Well, maybe that might be due to him not having the full array of controls available to him, or not comfortable using them all.
Right. So there's some spots I feel like bank would definitely be helping him, but I don't see him utilizing it. So that would be an area for him to improve.
So and we saw Dracona a couple of times where she would get up into a corner, and she had no problem doing that kind of thing. So
Nope.
A very good match. That was a lot of fun to watch. Lee had some really good spots in there. So but we just need Dracona to confirm. If she hasn't already. Let's see.
And I just want to extend a special hello to Mark39 too. We don't see him around that much these days. It's good to see him. Hopefully he decides to join late.
Indeed. Yeah, I'm just waiting on Dracona to confirm. She hasn't done that just yet. So, yeah, awesome. So that's the first round just about in the books here.
So what is up next? We gonna get this bot going?
Yeah, we're waiting. The bot hasn't, since Dracona hasn't confirmed, it hasn't registered the match yet.
Gotcha.
So that's what we're waiting on. And after the last match gets confirmed, there's a it waits 2 minutes. So there'll probably be a couple minutes to hear before we get started again.
Totally. It looks like we won't be having Mark39 too today. His Connect is having some issues and doesn't hold up. So there's a collective groan from everybody on Discord and listening to the broadcast.
All right, so really need Dracona to confirm here. I think that's the command, right? Where's it list home? Trying to figure out the command. Someone asked what the... Yeah, it should be home list. Yeah, it's working. I might have to force confirm this. Oh, nope, she's confirmed. Okay, so we're just waiting on it to get added, and then we'll be all set. So that means we have Dracona, Jediluke, and Sirius all with 1 point. 2 of those will be facing each other. The other will get a potentially an easier second round match, but we'll see. And there it is. That third match result is in, so we will generate round number 2.
All right.
It's going to be Jediluke and Sirius. Oh boy.
Gotta watch that.
Yes, Dracona and Firex, Lee Inferno. are the other matches. It's going to be Sirius at home, so that could be interesting. That's going to be probably Nysa again, I'd imagine. We saw that last week. That was a lot of fun. Dracona is going to be facing Firex in one of his home levels. Those are Flea, Mind Tricks, and Droids. And then Lee Inferno, it's going to be Inferno's home level. Hey, Mark! Inferno picked Wyndham as one of his home levels. You should totally play him in there. There's also Synapse and Kokoro. Synapse is getting chosen by Inferno, so we have some interesting levels being chosen in the other matches. I almost feel like we are obligated to watch Jedi Sirius here, so it's what we're gonna do.
Yep. What are they playing in?
Nysa?
Gotcha. A lot of Nysa matches we've observed.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised because Nysa's not a very common level, but since Sirius has set it as his home level, and it's kind of one of Jediluke's older home levels,
right.
You know that Jedi's gonna pick that every time, and it's almost gonna be like he's at home too. Which that's like what makes a match like that really interesting.
Totally. I think Sirius, knowing that his big competition in this tournament is Jedi, may have wanted to pick 3 home levels that are more slanted to dealing with Jedi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this would almost be like. Oh, I messed something up here. Hold on. I lost my descent window.
Bronkai's lost.
There it is. Oh, no, it's not working. Why is it not working? There we go. Oh, okay, got it. And game's coming up. Yeah, Jed, very serious. Apparently, it's the name of the.
Thinks he's funny.
Yes. And game is up. Let's go ahead, head on in. And immediately, we got a little bit of action, and ooh, Sirius looked like he took some damage there. Yeah, they must have spawned nearby. Jediluke holding that door open to try to get some information as to where Sirius is, but
it's one of his
quickly
spots in
loses
Nysa.
patience.
Well, I don't think he typically camps for very long periods. He does more of the short camping thing.
I think Jedi might have seen him here. Waiting for him to come around. Yep, Jedi so patient.
Yep. Well, he's always trying to pick just the right spot for him. Always wants it to be on a positive terms for him.
Yeah,
Can't blame him.
Yeah, as soon as he has the information, he's going to go out and attack you, and that's exactly what he did there. And it's kind of funny because his version of attacking was just sitting and waiting for Sirius to turn that corner, but Sirius getting the jump.
Yeah, the issue there for Jedi is he put himself in that corner at the bottom, and you're just going to get smacked if you put yourself there.
Jedi coming out of that loop of death down there. Poor Jarnan noting that he's surprised that you don't see any Minerva action. I think there's a good reason for that. I think a lot of people got burnt out on that level, and plus it doesn't make for very good 1v1. One could argue that Nysa doesn't because but I don't know. Yeah. I find Nysa to be, it's a larger 1v1 level, but it works. Jedi evening the score there in that main room.
Yeah, I think Minerva plays better in D2 for one-on-one with the afterburners and stuff. Just too slow with all the space. But yeah, it's a close match.
To be fair, it was designed for D1.
Right.
If you talk to, I forget the guy's name.
Spaz,
that's right. If you talk to him about how he created it, you know, he made sure that every hallway was just the right length for what the type of gameplay that he wanted for that particular hallway. And he's very adamant about people not using that level for that reason. It's very much tailored to D1. But boy, did people keep using it.
Yep.
Jediluke trying to get that surprise smart out there. We saw that last time he was in here. We actually saw Dracona use a couple of those in Logic last time, where you fire the smart so that it times out and explodes on double the blobs. Sirius
Right.
using it there. Jedi having to back off from that.
Yeah, you can have that. The smart is going to explode in the middle of the dog rooms if anybody's in there from that distance. It's definitely a useful, nice tactic.
Oh, Sirius catching Jediluke, but not enough to do any damage. Sirius playing cautiously here, which is the right thing to do given how aggressive Jediluke has been defending that area.
Yeah, you got to find. There's a lot of times to be cautious, but there's those selective aggression times that definitely work against Jedi. You got to find those points to be aggressive.
Interesting call here from Jedi going down that tunnel, and now Sirius is just going to wait because he saw that door open. Where else would Jedi be? I don't know if Sirius feels he might be somewhere else. Jedi does come out of there, and Sirius right there waiting for him. And
Yeah,
good point.
I think that was well played by Sirius. He really made it seem like no one was following him, following Jedi.
Oh, now we got the mines dropped. Of course, we've seen some nice shenanigans with mines in recent games.
Jedi's stuck again.
Yeah. down in
Sirius
that corner.
should be able to. Ooh, I don't know about that.
Wow. Using that fusion there gives Jediluke the chance to escape, and that's exactly
Yeah, see, I
what
would have
he's
wanted to hold him into that room down there.
doing. And look what Jediluke's got. A lot of misses.
As usual. If he doesn't have a lot of missiles, he's going to get more.
Oh, nice damage here by Sirius. Jediluke also returning some damage, and Sirius cannot get away from those barrage of homing missiles. Tied up at 2.
Sorry, I think I mixed up names for a second back there.
Oh, yeah. A little bit of a confrontation, but Sirius just calmly getting away from it. Oh, a little bit of a dogfight here, and Jedi's going to take him out. So first lead of the game for Jediluke, 3-2. Still super close, but also still super early. Sirius picking up all the weapons there. Kind of like really trying to feel each other out, see what the other's going to be doing at this point. Not a whole lot of confrontation here. Sirius trying to get a good angle on him, but Jediluke just says nope, swats him away with that spread fire.
Yeah, it's always an interesting match between them because they have such similar styles. It's like, well, who's going to break from their natural style?
Yes, and Jediluke is really good at forcing opponents to
Play his way.
Yes.
Yep. I was going to say, Jedi's probably going to play his way, and you got to beat it.
Nothing in the reactor room. Oh, now they're pretty close. Jedi, very nice gliding in and out of that room there. I think he might have gotten a homing missile hit on Sirius there.
And that's a great example of death by 1,000 cuts. You barely see the guy, but you get some damage for sure. Well, we have some tears from Jedi about complaining about lag.
We saw a Jediluke impression last game. Now we see the real thing.
The genuine article.
Yes, Sirius taking some more damage there. Jediluke may not like how much damage is being done, but he's the one doing all the damage right now, so...
Right.
Need more tears, says Melvin. And they'll kill each other. So still a 1-point game, 4-3. Jediluke first to the spew, though, and Sirius is going to be left wanting. Ooh, Jedi taking some extra damage that he probably didn't need to there. Sirius caught in the corner here. Will Jediluke be able to close this out? Sirius trying to fight out of it. Very fast getting back to that main room. Almost a little too aggressive, but Jediluke wasn't there to punish it.
If I was serious for the effort he put in there, I would want to push Jedi into the main room and make it into a dogfight type confrontation.
He did, but Jediluke held back. I was thinking that Jedi would just be waiting for him.
Yeah.
You know, maybe right at the top, but he was around the corner and everything. Back in the main room here, and Sirius taking some more damage, just barely missing just that homing missile. A parting gift from Jediluke. So we're shaping up for a long one here. We're 8 minutes
Definitely.
in, only 4-3.
It's a 40-minute pace.
But I don't think this has been a slow game by any stretch.
Right. We're not just camping out on other ends. They're both that death by 1,000 cuts type, player. So makes a longer match.
Yeah, definitely much different than, say, Dracona League.
Yeah, but still action.
Follow Sirius for a little bit here. He's coming up. He'll put up a bunch of things. I think I have some missiles that aren't actually there on my screen.
Yep.
One of the few observer bunch of Jedi's gonna get a nice kill there. He'll take his first 2-point lead in the game, and it's 5-2. Or 5-3 rather.
I would have liked Sirius to kind of auto-open some doors down there to not make it quite as obvious for Jedi, and then maybe not go up the stairs there.
So Sirius picking up a bunch of missiles down here in that little tunnel of doom by the exit. While Jedi is taken off for the other side. Now they're back in the main room. Sirius taking some damage from this Spitfire. Not a whole lot, but really exposing himself for an extended amount of time.
Oh, he just...
Jedi's gonna take him off.
It's one of those where I'm sure Sirius is kicking himself. He pops around the corner just to eat that final blueberry.
Yes. Now that could have been interesting if Sirius had a better reaction. He could have popped one of those mines and
Right.
really hurt Jedi
Kablooey.
with it, yeah.
Suicide for Jedi. It's a good point.
Jedi caught in the reactor room.
Hold him, Sirius. You don't have to be aggro here.
Taking a couple homing missiles, so look out. Nice dodge. Ooh, that was pretty. So Sirius unable to hold him there with the missiles that Jediluke had. And
I think he needed to advance a little bit more. As he pulls back, then Jedi can be aggressive himself and launch missiles up the hall.
indeed.
Sometimes the best defense, good offense.
Jedi's got 3 in a row here on him.
I gotta say, Jedi looks to be in good form today.
Very much so. 7-3. This was close for the first several kills, but Sirius getting frustrated here early on.
Yeah, he seems to be making some minor mistakes, like we saw him peer around the corner and eat that blueberry for a death. You really gotta try to play that perfect game against Jedi. He's looking to collect all those mistakes up into a win.
I also kind of feel that Sirius has been making some uncharacteristic micro mistakes, so to say. So
Yeah, right, I agree with that.
like
kind of
a
what
few
I'm
moments
alluding to.
ago when he came into the main dogfight room, he came in at such an odd angle he couldn't see the far side of it.
Right,
Jedi getting around very fast, but Sirius going to get the kill there. Nice reaction by Sirius.
definitely.
So 7-4 now. About 12 minutes in there. And Jedi just waiting. Sirius right here, though. Oh. I don't know if he knew he was there or what. but
I
he was
don't know.
Pointing right at that door.
Jedi mind tricks.
Yeah, indeed. Very interesting.
Could have been a coincidence, but there seems to be a lot of coincidences in Jedi, so
Yeah.
typically truly try to give him credit for it.
Sirius here. Hear him anyway. dodge that smart. Uh-oh. Oh. Something hit Jedi there, and I don't know if it was Jedi's own missile or what.
I'm not sure. Now
kinda
Jedi wants you to come in and to, you know, parade in there. He's got a bunch of missiles. Sirius taking the bait. No.
Hearing that one door open, so he's kind of like waiting for him to come around, but he never did.
Sirius decides to take missile opportunity and collect.
Interesting. Flaring the exit. Which,
Missile collection priorities have definitely changed in the modern era.
I want to point out what Jedi just did there. He flared the exit. Now, what that would do for someone coming into the room is they're going to see some light there and they're think, oh, that must be where he's camping. And go towards that, but then they're going to see some flares and get a whole bunch of Vulcan in their hole.
Yeah, it could work in theory for sure. I haven't seen a lot of examples.
Oh, nice kill there.
Yep, that's the loop-de-loop there.
Yep. Sirius just eating that smart head on.
That's one of the signature Jedi type kills, the full smart, where you out. He just tricks you and makes you eat it.
Yep. Sirius back into this room. He gets some good damage on Jedi though as he gets the better of the pyro hug.
Tough to tell though. He ended up eating a homer.
Jedi is stalking him though here. You can see where Jedi is there.
Oh! Just dodged it.
Yes. Jedi back on the prowl here. Sirius in the main room and gonna take him out. Nice
Now
job
let's
by
see if
Sirius.
Sirius can gain some momentum here. You just got to kill. The weapons are in the main room.
And it wasn't just a kill. It was a very nice a kill where Jedi just wasn't ready for him. And you don't get those
Right.
on Jediluke very often. Sirius going to have to back off from that, and he's going to get two in a row
They
here.
got him. Yep. See, I thought
Six.
that main room death might be helpful to Sirius, but doesn't seem to realize the value. Lets him get it.
Well, Jedi has the information. He's not going anywhere.
Yeah, I
right
feel
now.
like Sirius just gave up the upper hand for an unknown reason.
Yeah. I don't think Sirius knew where he was.
Well, he's gonna go get his weapons.
Mhm.
So go where he's going to be, his weapons. I mean, you don't have to sit and camp right on him, but make more of a circle around the weapons area to make sure you encounter him when he actually does get them.
Sirius back in the main room here. We should get a bit of a fight in a second as they do see each other. Sirius coming down. Jedi waiting for him, and
Very
Closes
nice.
in.
Well executed by Jedi.
10-6. You can see right about at 7 minutes, or maybe closer to 9 minutes is where this kind of took off in Jedi's favor.
Alright. Now we're looking at a roughly 30-minute game.
Putting those lasers all the way down there, discouraging Sirius from going where he wanted to. Sirius playing that back hallway pretty defensively at the moment. Not willing to show his hand just yet.
I feel like he's trying to switch things up a bit, doing something a little bit different to see if he can, you know, just change the game up, get some advantage. Just what you have to do when you're down 10-6.
Yes. Pardon me, asking, is this native descent? It is not. It is one of the source ports called Retro. It is based on the original source code, though. Not a whole lot of action. Well, now Sirius coming to the main room. Jedi's going to hear him. Bit of a fight here. I think Jedi's got the
Throwdown.
jump.
I don't know. Sometimes Sirius backs away from these opportunities. I'm not sure. I mean, Jedi was going to be... He was going to have Jedi's rear going the other way, and he just kind of left. Sure if he's not aware or if he's really low on shields.
Yeah, it could be it too. He did get pinged a few times there.
it's one of those things where you do need to get aggressive in spots with Jedi. You have to play the more disconnected game that he plays, but there are times where you gotta go get him.
Indeed.
The few times where you actually see his ship for a few seconds, those are the times where you gotta pounce.
Yeah, this is also based on Reaper's 058-1, I believe. But there's some changes to it, obviously. The observer mode, big change. Homing missiles are more like the original game. Sirius taking a bit of homer damage there. I think we saw this the last time the two of them played us, and Sirius was very susceptible to those homers.
Right. And Jedi is very good at using them. Yeah,
There
I
we
mean,
go.
I wish there was some sort of damage meter where you could see how much damage was applied by each thing. Sirius has taken half his damage from homers, it seems like.
It does seem like homers are the big source of the damage that Sirius takes, for sure.
I would consider this a homer boating level in one-on-one. So coming into something like Nysa that is a homer boating level, you got to decide, I'm going to control the homers. I'm going to be the one that deals out more damage with the homers, and that's the way you're going to win in playing Nysa.
Yep, and you can see what Jedi's doing as soon as he... Oh, I thought he was going to. He's making me eat my words here. But Jedi's doing a quick loop around that lower tunnel, picking up a whole bunch of things. Let's see, coming up there, picking up another smart. So he's got a bunch of smarts. Gonna give Sirius the impression that he's in that long hallway and isn't coming out. Ooh, that was close. And Sirius is gonna get him back with a homer there. Oh, look out. Again, another long distance smart.
That was one of those things where instead of going the other way, if Jedi had hidden that little corridor space, could have been risky, but it might have worked to get his weapons.
Just passing 20 minutes here.
Sirius doing a good job holding Jedi away from his weapons.
Yeah, and the last few, of note, the last few points have been drawn out. There's been a lot less of the action that we saw in the early game, but
go get him, Sirius. He's got level ones.
Yeah, he's maybe afraid of those homers because he has taken a lot of homer damage, but Sirius is going to pick up a ton of them.
Well, now, when your opponent has level ones, you might consider holding. I feel like Sirius, in some of these fights, shoots homers that have no chance of connecting, and needs to hold them back for more opportune moments.
Yep.
One of the best times to shoot a homer is when someone's reversing.
Yeah, and that's when he got his last kill. Jediluke going the other way.
Right.
Oh, and a quick death in that main dogfight room. And Jediluke's up by 5. Oh.
Wow.
There we go.
Was some kind of flub from Jedi.
Yeah.
Is that a full smart he ate?
It looked like it was just a... it might have been a smart. I thought it was a homing missile, and he was just low enough to take a death.
Yeah,
from it.
could have been. I was falling serious.
But either way, he was on the wall when he took that damage, and
Yeah.
that limited his options for dodging, and ended up taking a death for it. Oh.
And again, great use of the homers by Jedi.
Yep.
Sirius is eating it.
Sirius trying to flush Jedi out of the reactor room. For what it's worth, it worked. He's not in the reactor room anymore.
Yeah. So what Jedi does a lot is he's waiting for you to come. As soon as you appear, he empties his homers and is gone.
Indeed. Yeah, talking about the delay and I think it's a 30-second delay for observers or something like that. But it has to be turned on, and I don't think they turn them on very often. Yeah, Jediluke getting the kill there on Sirius, and
Yeah, and Jedi controls the spew much better than Sirius does.
Indeed.
Jedi's got the bombs. He's blocking the path.
still making his presence known as Sirius here. He just didn't care. He just went through there, took one of them as some damage. That was interesting. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't enter in that spot because coming through the hall, you're exposed in that tight area, and then as you come out, it's also a tight area. So, but
Nice job playing out of a corner there.
Yeah.
Jediluke is like dumb.
It was kind of dumb of Jedi. He knows better. Good execution from Sirius.
Trying to keep this somewhat close. Jediluke thinks he's still down there. If Sirius comes around here, he's going to see him just sitting there. But he launches a homing missile, and
sometimes Sirius isn't aggressive. There's times where you got to go get Jedi and punch him in the mouth. And he's got to get more of a feel for those times. I feel like last game he was doing a bit more of that, but he did it not quite at the right times, and maybe it discouraged him from some of the aggression. I'm not sure.
Oh, nice kill by Jediluke while having to dodge a couple of incoming projectiles. Assuming that 5-point lead here. Trying to get some free damage on Sirius there. I don't think he's got a whole lot. Might here, though. It's our only concussion missiles, so those won't chase down Sirius.
And seeing the way that Jedi exited out of that side instead of all the way at the end of the hall, I would have hustled into this room to get my weapons.
Indeed.
So I think
Jedi's gonna get another one there. Nice little round the corner play there, and
Sirius just played himself into that death. He had an opportunity to go get it.
got a plasma fight down here. Jediluke just destroying him. That looked bad. I think that Sirius could have played that a lot better.
Yeah, but you don't want to be the person that's stuck at the end of that bottom area of Nysa. It's definitely the advantage to the person applying the pressure there.
And
so
even more damage onto Sirius here. This is all Jediluke so far in this phase of the game.
Yeah. You know, Jedi's comfortable in here, and it looks more like his home than it does Sirius's.
It sure does.
It's not just that, you know, Jedi on average is going to win the game between the two. Jedi is really using Nysa and all the level features and all of that, you know, to the max.
Yeah, they should meet again here. Sirius can pick up that kill, though. Jedi must have been super low.
No damage for Sirius.
I wonder how many kills Jediluke got on low shields there.
That was definitely a run there for sure.
I feel like that Jediluke didn't take damage in the last several kills, and then this one he died really quick.
Yeah, I often wonder about suiciding when people are low shields, because, you know, Jedi gave you an example of the kills that you can get with those remaining shields sometimes.
Sirius picking up a nice dogfighting kill, so he's got 2 in a row.
Definitely. See, that's the spot you want. You want to be dogfighting against Jedi. You don't want to be playing some tricky thing, if you can get to it.
Yeah, we were talking about being able to see players' shields, so there's been a little bit of chat discussion going on with that since you mentioned wanting to see the damage. And that's definitely something we want to put in. There's just technically, how do you do that?
Right. It seems like a tough thing.
Yeah.
How do you determine what amounts? There could be some gray areas with the way the game calculates.
Yeah, and the main issue, of course, being is that we get all the information from the player 1, which in this case is Jediluke. Jediluke does not know Sirius' shields, so we would have to modify the code so that Sirius is sending someone the shields, whether that be the observer or the main player. That's yet to be seen. Opening that door right next to Jedi, but not knowing he's there. Well, he'll know now.
Sirius just saw a flare go by him.
Yep.
So.
Having to run from those homers again.
But get your weapons, man. There you go.
And he saw him! He must have seen him go back there.
That was so good. Sirius. Wow.
Just going in
wow.
and attacking and destroying him.
Somehow I didn't see it. That was good by Sirius. And then a good double homer dodge. But he's backing off and putting himself in the corner here.
Yeah.
I would have liked to see him try to hold the main room a bit more, especially with Jedi being there.
Yeah, that's where the weapons were as well.
And Jedi wants that Vulcan.
Oh man.
This was surprising.
Yeah, that is a very surprising place to have a battle. I wasn't even expecting them to stay there that long. And all of a sudden, you have this big Vulcan battle as Jediluke gets one back, but I think he took a bit of fusion for his trouble.
Yeah, that was, you don't expect that from Jedi, but I don't think it was bad, even though he died.
Mm-hmm.
I think that a lot of times that would have worked, because none of us were expecting that from him.
Again, a 5-point lead. This has been a 5-point lead for quite some time. There's definitely been some momentum shifts, but overall, since Jediluke's obtained that 5-point lead, it's been staying there.
Yeah, and I think we can point to some of the sort of key differences that separate, say a diamond versus gold, and that, we saw Sirius make some mistakes that Jedi doesn't make, and Jedi just, for the most part, plays mistake-free, and that's how he often, keeps that 5-kill advantage on someone like Sirius, who's a really strong pilot.
Oh, I think Sirius took some damage there. Jedi twisting and turning all over the place to avoid that damage. Very nice flying on his part. Oh, but there's the ambush.
No, that was good by Sirius. He knew it was coming.
Indeed. Now he's all over him. This is what he needs to be doing, but Jediluke, just too fast.
He needed to keep going. He needed to finish him off.
Yeah, I feel like Jediluke did a very good job of evading all that.
Sirius should have. It felt like he was losing ground. I don't know if he was not hustling fully. Or
I think what it was, and well, he's going to get another kill though.
1850.
Yeah. I think what it was that Jediluke was going so fast through those turns, Sirius couldn't anticipate which way he was going to go, and it slowed Sirius down a bit.
The time to make the decision of where he's going to go, that would make sense.
Yeah. So just a 3-point game now. Sirius is on a bit of a run here, 6-2 in the last 5 minutes.
Some of those homers are coming through the grate at Sirius, and he's dodging them.
Oh, I feel like Sirius should be dead right now. But Jediluke on the chase and is going to get the Vulcan kill.
Sirius had no idea that came from behind.
Man, these last few minutes have been pretty intense action. Love it. Melvin says, 95% sure Jeds is on performance-enhancing drugs. Sirius taking some Vulcan there. This is game point for Jedi.
I'm so tired of the steroids era. We hear Jedi in the back.
Yep. Nope. Sirius knows he's there. Jedi kind of cornered himself, but he's what got him?
A sloppy dodge from Jedi. Wow. See, again, that's the difference is the Jedi is starting to add up some of these mistakes here, and the game starts to tighten up.
And there's another one. 1917 is that Homer chases him down.
Wow. Jedi just piling on the mistakes here.
Can Sirius complete this comeback here? This would be pretty impressive.
Sirius needs to go get him. Jedi is rattled.
Oh, here we go. There's another one. 19-18. We have a 1-point game.
He needs to get one more quickly. Now, go get him.
I almost feel that Sirius is pretty low. Sirius is not known for using suicide tactics. So I don't think we're going to see that, but... And there it is. Oh my god. 20-18 is your final after Sirius mounts an amazing charge to make a comeback, but couldn't quite complete it. Holy crap, what a run by Sirius. That was amazing. Wow. So Jediluke does get that last kill, pulls it out by 2 in the end, and I swear these two are coming up with quite the rivalry here.
They are.
That was a very impressive game.
I feel like Jedi, when it got, he usually doesn't do stuff like this, but I think when he got up like 18-13, I think he let up a bit. And not meaning intentionally, but you sort of that mental mode, I think I'm going to win. And you sometimes fall out of your normal game rhythm. And I think if he had stuck with more of his typical game, he would have just finished it off.
Yes,
But Sirius really took advantage of that and did a great job to finish it up.
indeed. Other results, we have Dracona 20, Firex 5. That's over in Droids. And the last one was Lee over Furno, 20-14 in Synapse. So Dracona actually really nice dominating win there. 20-5. Very good.
Yeah.
All right, so round 2 is in the books. It's going to be hard to get a game that's better than that. I think the last time that we saw those two in there, that score was not nearly as close. In fact, I have a match result. Should say what that was. It was 20-14 last week when those two played in the exact same level. This week, it's just a 2-point game.
I did feel like Sirius was trying to learn from the previous game and make some adjustments. I feel like he obviously figured more stuff out in the second half, even though Jedi maybe was letting up a little bit off of his regular game. Sirius was finding some aggressive spots that did pay off.
Indeed, and I think that game actually ended in under half an hour.
Wow.
Those last 10 minutes were extremely fast. Yeah, and you could. I even noticed at the very end. I didn't get a chance to point it out, but the graph of kills just kind of did one of A's things.
Accelerated.
It very much accelerated towards the end. So, yeah, very nice job there. Let me get these last results, and they should be coming in. Everyone's confirmed. So, man, I gotta say, probably one of the better games that we've seen.
I think so. I mean, there's some genuine excitement there. You know, with Sirius was mounting that comeback. It seemed like it was possible.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to wonder, you know, would a suicide have been appropriate there? I think it might have been.
I absolutely believe that suiciding would have been the right answer if he was low.
The way I probably would have played it is to try to find him to spawn really fast to see if you can complete the momentum to tie it up. But once you can't find him quickly and he's acquired his weapons, find a nice quiet area to off yourself.
Exactly, pretty much. And those rounds are in the books, so let me go ahead and get the standings up. So these standings here are going to be the standings so far through 2 rounds. We have Dracona and Jediluke both with 2 points. Lee and Sirius with a point apiece. Furno and Firex with no points as of yet. You can take a guess what the next round's going to look like. So let's go ahead and generate that next round.
Round 2. Fight.
It's round 3, actually.
Round 3.
Yep, Jediluke and Dracona, Sirius and Lee, Furno and Firex. We're going to have... Dracona's going to be the home pilot for those two. I'd be willing to bet that's Ascend X4. We have Sirius and Lee. They'll be playing in one of Sirius's home levels, and then Firex and Furno will be playing in one of Firex's home levels. We'll see what they choose here in a moment.
All right.
Jedi says, I also do speedruns of Tetris. Fastest is going to be the game between Sirius and Lee.
Interesting choice by Lee.
That does not surprise me at all. I really believe that that's a Lee type of decision to play in where your opponent is the strongest. That's how he's gotten so good.
You know, to some extent, that is true. He wants to play people where they're tough, and he wants to learn from it.
Furno choosing Flea, and Jediluke will be choosing, of course, Ascend X4. And this is a special kind of level. This will be a fast one, so I think this will be the one we observe here.
Right, because then we'll probably catch the tail end of something else.
Yes. So this will be for the tournament lead. Both pilots with 2 so far.
Oh, that's a good point.
Not necessarily the qualifier lead. I don't think anyone's going to be catching Jediluke at this point.
Yeah.
And Ascend is up teacher versus student, which is very accurate. These two have played hundreds of DCL games against each other.
Yep.
In their match chat, Jacona's saying, "I'm on the edge of my seat. For which of those you'll pick?" Winky face. All right, here we go. Ascend, of course, we have seen this level very many times, but I don't think we've seen it 3 or 4 times in missiles.
And we already have 10 deaths!
No, not quite yet. Of course, a little confusing on the colors here. Dracona has the red wing tips and takes that smart missile right to the face. Red wing tips and a smart through the dashboard.
Yeah, her color scheme looks all patriotic to me.
So Jediluke early 1-0 lead. But Dracona returned a little bit of damage there. Oh, that's good fusion by Jedi. Catching her through there. Oh, man. I don't know if Dracona's ready for this. 3-0.
Yeah. This is his puddle.
Indeed it. I mean, this is technically Dracona's home level, though. I mean, she...
Oh, I know. It's just when as soon as he sees all the missiles and the tight spaces like this small level filled with missiles, he just feels totally at home, totally natural.
There's some Vulcan damage, so almost picking her up on that smart missile. Just barely able to avoid it. Down to the main room here. Dancing around those pillars, almost getting her again in the exact same spot. Almost feel like this is the kind of level as they kill each other here 4-1, where you could do kind of like a Jediluke challenge. See if you can survive for a minute.
I feel like Wrath X5 is like that the first time you play him and you're like, oh my god, I just want to live.
I don't think anyone survives for a minute in Wrath X5. It doesn't matter who you're playing. Jediluke caught in the corner down here.
He should pay the price here. She should be able to make him pay the
Should,
price.
but he is still caught there. He's gonna get out.
He's gonna get out of it. Oh. Let him off the hook.
Yeah, I think she just ran out of missiles. Once she is out of missiles, it was safer for him to get out.
Yeah, I still feel like you should be able to funnel him out of that. You just don't want to overcommit to one side.
Yeah, even in Ascend without X's, if you see someone go in there and you have them trapped down there, letting them out feels bad.
Yeah. You want to stay more in the middle and not commit to either side too much.
So both pilots surviving a minute so far. Oh, here we go. Oh, very nice. Flex and Falcon there taking Jediluke out 4-2 and gets him off the spawn. Now that's
come back.
This is the kind of thing we didn't see in the Sirius match, where you kill Jediluke, and if Jediluke's going right back for his weapons, well, you keep applying the pressure, make sure he doesn't get his weapons back.
Yes, good point.
Dracona is much better at doing that.
Yeah, I think she's played him enough to realize, where he's going to be weak. Or everybody's weak.
Again. Jedi doesn't seem like he's got a whole lot of missiles, so he's going to go around, do a pass, collect as much as he can.
The Jediluke.
Dracona having to do a little bit of dancing here, but not much. I don't feel like Jedi's been applying a whole lot of pressure the last minute or so.
Yeah, it doesn't look quite as much like his typical Jedi thing. Let's see if he bounces back.
Yes.
I'm sure he will.
So, both pilots kind of quieting down here. Jediluke not firing missiles everywhere. And now
Right, suddenly a standoff.
A lot of dogfighting there. Dracona's gonna pick that one up, and now
I gotta say, that was a nice kill by Dracona.
Oh,
But low
Jedi
enough
picking him up
that
in the main room. Yep,
yeah.
barely dodging that. And a little hard to see what's going on in the graph since it picks up there. main colors here. Of course, another thing about Ascend is that when the pilots are going full speed, they're going from one end of the level to the other and back to where they started. It's a very tight, small level. Nothing like Mesa.
Yep. I'm not seeing Jedi going and getting smarts enough. I'm just a little confused how
Yeah,
Dracona has tricked him into this.
He has changed up his game from that beginning where he was just throwing a barrage of missiles everywhere like this is Wrath X5. He
Right.
has stopped doing that entirely.
I'm a little confused why that would be. Maybe he'll explain later.
Jedi trying to chase her down here. But nope. Just says hi and takes off again.
Some close smarts
Yeah.
there, right in front of Jedi's face.
I don't think she knew he was there either. It's just
No,
tossing
no,
smarts
no.
where she could. Which is a lot of what X4 and X5 are about.
Right, well placing smarts in as many spots and exits as you can.
Right along with Jedi here.
Oh, he just took it. He just
ate
took it.
that.
I think he thought he could single Q dodge it, but it was low enough for him to do so.
So tie game 5-5. Dracona completing the comeback.
Wow.
And on a bit of a run too, 5-2 in the last 5.5 minutes.
I gotta say, for how little she's been able to play the past few months, this is a very, very good score so far.
Dogfight in the main room. I don't think Jedi really was aiming to do a dogfight. He was just hitting with hitting the smarts on every wall he could find.
Right.
Oh man, Dracona taking the lead, 6-5.
She's on her
Catching the
game here.
corner.
Very on her game.
Let's see what she's up to. Committing
Oh, no.
suicide. I don't think that was intentional.
I doubt it. There's so much missile chuckery happening.
Oh, and then just eating that one, and now it's
Oh, and
Jediluke up 6-5.
Yeah, is that the momentum change that he needed?
Nice flying by Dracona. Not getting the kill though. Point blank smart missile, 7-5.
See, that's what Jedi's use of smart missiles is deceptively good in a spot like that, because he places them in so many different exit points that you'll turn, move, and dodge, and it's like you're in a zombie movie. You're just overwhelmed by green.
Jeez. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Luke announcing his presence with a few smart missiles. Dracona taking a little bit of an advantage of his positioning and getting some damage for that. It wasn't free. He did return some of the Vulcans, but good job by Dracona to pick up some points of damage. Oh, very nice.
Yep.
Oh!
Oh, jeez.
Not nice enough.
Yeah, and in that spot, it's better to be the person who died first.
But Dracona is able to get back to some of her weapons. Of course, you don't need a whole lot of primaries in here.
Nah.
Oh, geez, Dracona. Move here.
Primaries in a game like this are almost a mixture of defensive and funneling you towards the missiles.
Yes. Oh, look out.
That's a dangerous spot to go through.
Yes. And after having a very brief lead, Dracona finds herself down 9-6 here.
Yeah, that suicide really changed the momentum. Suddenly she was spawning, and Jedi was, did a good job at, pouncing on the spawner.
Maybe not reacting fast enough there. Dracona taking a little bit of damage, getting chased down by Jediluke here. Oh. Dracona in a bad spot here.
Yeah, very bad. Yeah.
And that's going to be 10-6. Oh, that's amusing. Oh, we have a little bit of a timeout here. So apparently we have some baby issues by Dracona here. Which is
Yeah,
no
the
problem.
baby just wasn't flying very good. We're going to put the baby out of the controls and You know, it was a good job by the baby, but I think
Gotta have to do
Dracona
better,
should-
yes.
Yeah,
The hate is strong in me. Yes, indeed it is.
yeah. Even though it's 10-6 and he's winning, he's probably pissed. Feels he should be up 10-4 or 10-3.
Alright, so a little bit of typing. Capital D, capital S.
It looks like at this time Dad wasn't enough. Where's Lothar bot at?
Alright, we're going. So back to the game. We'll see how this change in the game's momentum will affect these pilots. And Dracona
Oh,
gets
a floater.
kill there, yeah. 10-7. Dracona all over the spawn too. Picks everything up pretty much. But not the Vulcan, because she already had one. And Jedi will get a kill with that, regaining his 4-point lead.
Yeah, that's the classic Jedi kill where someone's chasing him and they run into all the stuff that he's shooting.
Mm-hmm. Jedi has picked up his throwing missiles everywhere game again, although he is kind of in a spot here.
Yeah, I don't know. That was a weird choice at the time. I was like, why did he go in there?
And this time she gets him 11-8. Oh, nice couple hits there by Dracona, and finishes
Oh,
him
she
off
gets him.
11-9.
See, she's doing what Sirius should have. She's applying. I mean, it's a smaller level, so obviously it's a lot easier. But applying that pressure quickly, when keep that momentum going.
Yeah, that's the second time we've seen her get at least the second time we've seen her get a quick kill on a spawn.
Right.
Thought she was going to chase him, but decided against it. Having to dodge that. Smart.
Wow,
Just
Jedi's
chasing
just
her
letting
all
them all
over
out.
the Yeah, this is what he was doing at the beginning of the game that got him out to a quick 3-point lead. But, oh, man! Dracona ready for that. And Jedi's eating even more damage. But we'll finish her off with the Vulcan there. As the weapons explode all over the place.
I guess that's from giving the ship additional force.
Oh, got some, thought we had some action going on in that tunnel there. I was a little late getting to it. Melvin saying Jedi runs away a lot and is generally a coward, and I don't think Jedi would disagree.
It's true.
That's his aim.
But he would also... He'd say, I'm an effective coward.
Always be escaping.
On the other
Here,
hand,
not a lot
Jedi
of
does play
damage.
a very wide variety of ballsy levels against people at times.
Oh! Dracona putting
Wow.
that smart right through the windshield.
Nice kill by Dracona.
Again, kind of... Well, was guarding that spawn for a bit. He does have quad lasers. They're not 4s, but I believe that's purple is 2 or 3.
Purple is 2.
Jediluke getting a kill there though, 13-10. Dracona tried to chase him down here, but again.
Yeah, I think that's the right mentality. It's just sometimes the execution just doesn't work out well executed by Jedi.
Yeah. He was chasing him down, and Jediluke's just fading away and letting her run into everything.
I mean, it's just an accurate shot. He flips around. It was dead on aim.
See,
And
where
she's
all
got the
missiles
drop
are
on him.
going. Yeah, she definitely.
He's stuck again. This should be a kill. Oh my
It is a
god!
kill, but it is for Jedi.
Wow.
Overwhelmed with smarts. 15-10.
Yep.
3 in a row now for Jedi, and she's in trouble.
Yeah.
She has taken a ton of damage here.
A lot of
I
homers.
think that was a floater too. There's some more Vulcan damage, and there it is. 4 in a row now. 16
Yeah.
to 10.
This is the daylight he was looking to open. 16 to 10.
Jediluke definitely in the zone now.
Yeah, this looks like the normal routine that we see that is very effective.
Well, Jedi just backing off here, picking up some more missiles. Oh, right in the face.
Ooh!
You don't want to take a peek around that corner, Dracona. That's 5 in a row now.
Yeah.
Let's make it
Oh.
6. I didn't even
Jeez.
see what got her there. This could be
Negative
7.
I mean,
No, she gets
Oh.
away, but she's hurt.
I thought it was coming, just based on where the spawn was and he was.
And this is a typical Jedi event here, although Dracona does finally get one down, but it's still a 7-2 run. Pretty
Yep.
much the story of this game here, the last 4 minutes. Oh, very nice. So doing what she can to cut the lead. Fortunate spawn for Jedi there, was able to get to his stuff before Dakota really reacted.
Yeah.
Oh, Jedi taking some damage there. Dakota behind him now.
Again,
And now Dracona's got 3 in a row.
keeps her composure, knocking down some more kills. Using her signature quads.
Yes. And Jedi using his signature Vulcan. 19
Yep.
victory.
People like to talk about Cyrus as Vulcan, but I think Jedi's is definitely better.
Yes.
He's just so good at so many more things that it doesn't get talked about.
Exactly. Oh, big damage on Dracona. And that'll do it. 20-13 will be the final here.
And I would still say that's a respectable score in X4. There's a lot of people that wouldn't be able to get single digits or double digits on Jedi in an X4 game. So that's a
Indeed.
strong score, even though it's 20-13.
We still have this flea game up here. It is very, very slow running game. This is only 8-3 in favor of Fireworks.
Wow, that is slow.
Yes. So this one might be a while. This one might be on the order of the Nysa game. Fireworks chasing down Furno here. Nice fusion kill. Tripling him up 9-3. And very often we've seen Furno having a little trouble getting his feet under him. He hasn't played in a while, but he's been consistently playing on these Observatory shows. And hasn't been... yeah, he's put up a couple of decent performances, say, against Lee. Like that match last week we saw between the two was pretty
Right.
good.
You still not healthy, Ronclay?
I'm getting there.
Good, good.
That's what the mute button's for. Unfortunately, it just doesn't mute for you. I apologize for that.
I gotcha. Ronclay's coughing occasionally, and I feel bad for him.
Yes. Furno taking him out with the plasma there. As Firex will come back around here. Furno just camping the weapons. Firex will pick a few things up here.
Sometimes I'm watching Firex. I'm almost wondering, is he even tricording in some of these spots? He's going so slow sometimes.
Yeah, there's a few times where he's... I don't know if that's just him being cautious or... what it
Right.
is.
I'll have to ask him about that. I've noticed that in playing him as well at times.
I thought we were going to get the double camp there, but Firex is still moving.
The most double camping I've ever seen was Cyrus versus Melvin in the last season.
Yeah, that was
Take
insane.
two.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh god, yeah, the Legends episode, that was funny.
Yeah.
On April 1st last year, we had a Observatory episode, and we had a bunch of the pilots coming in as names of older pilots,
Yeah.
and I forget what Dracona did Syrian, and I forget who Jediluke did, but those two were going back and forth, like, really having a lot of fun with it. It was great.
That sounds fun.
Furno just dropping one singular mine there.
And very disconnected overall. There's not a lot of tracking of each other. They seem to lose each other a lot and then find each other.
Yep. Furno just gonna duck in that hallway.
And you have to wonder if the lag is some of a factor in the length of time and the lack of aggression.
Yeah.
They're probably looking at 200-ish. I mean, that's about what I get to Firex. I know Furno is pretty close to me. I mean, we're on the same coast at least.
And we're seeing that Furno here. It's been 2 minutes since the last kill. They pass each other here, but Furno doing a good job of staying away from the...
He's got a drop.
No, not quite. But you can definitely see, I mean, this point here is an example of why this has taken so long. I mean, 2.5 minutes since the last kill.
Right. And just not a lot of seeing each other. It seems like somehow they're flying around the level and just not running into each other.
Trying to chase him out with the smart. It seems more like they're trying to use... Oh, Firex getting a nice surprise killer. It almost seems more like they're trying to get... they're not trying to get information from the smarts, but trying to get some, like, cheeky kills.
Right.
Like Firex is not following this up.
Yeah. Well, he's going to the other end, so you could argue that, you know, maybe the guy has to run away from the smart in that spot. But I do agree with your point that there's not enough of using the missiles to apply pressure. And, you know, to chase them down as they evade that smart. People don't realize when playing Jedi, people that are effective with a lot of missiles and stuff like that,
Yes.
how often they're using the missiles to apply that pressure. It's not just getting the kill with it, it's corralling your opponent as well.
Yep. So Firex with a 7-point lead here. I think after his next kill, we're going to fix that thing the same as it's actually around 3.
Fake news from Rockcliffe.
Now, this is some pretty good aggression from Furno here. I'm definitely liking what he's doing here. Although, kind of let Firex get behind him there. Wasn't anticipating where Firex might be able to be coming from.
Yeah, and on your point, this is a good spot in the match where, you know, the feel is everyone's reached kind of an equilibrium where everyone's doing a certain thing. We have the expectations of each other.
Oh,
and it's time to change those. And bam.
Furno getting killed there. One moment as I fix this right down there. And we come right back into face-to-face fight.
Furno with some good aggression.
Yeah, all of a sudden they've seem to pick it up a bit.
I would like to see a little bit more Vulcan out of Furno. I feel like Plasma long distance versus Vulcan is going to lose.
Of course, the other thing he might be thinking is that he may not have found that lead point yet on the.
Well, I think it's easier to find your lead point with
if
Vulcan.
You're using it, yeah. Especially if you're using it. If you're not using it, you're not really giving yourself an opportunity to learn where that lead point is.
Yeah.
Oh, nice fusion.
Yeah. See, I feel like Furno really could have got the one to get the kill first there in that spot. He had Firex a little bit low from that surprise exchange. Should have picked up the Vulcan and ended it.
Yeah. And Firex gonna get another one here. But Furno does explode on him. To get that return kill, it's 13-6. Charging up that fusion. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I don't know if he saw that, and he took some damage too. So Furno able to successfully back Firex off for the moment. And now Furno's going to be attacking him
Firex
here.
is lost. Firex is lost.
Yeah.
Furno should definitely finish. Oh, Plasma. Get rid of the Plasma. Sucks.
He does get the kill, so 13-7.
He does get it. I just think Plasma is easier to dodge and harder for you to see as a firer.
Uh-oh. Firex getting behind him again.
Should be. Oh, but he's level.
Very good.
Wow, that's a really strong kill. A lot of people would say, "Oh, this is an opportunity for me to go to the big main room and to get my weapons." And Firex went for the kill there because he had such good positioning on accident. You know, he just walked into it. So I commend him for taking the aggressive route there. Definitely paid off.
Indeed. Throwing it down the main room here. Fusion on fusion. Someone's changing up here. be the spread fire for Firix. Inferno's had enough.
Well, the spread is a lot tougher to dodge. I wish Inferno would take that Q.
Nope.
There he is.
Oh, yeah, gets a little damage of his own, but it's going to be Firix securing the kill.
Yeah. Good to see Inferno using the spread at least a little bit. I'm not completely against Plasma or anything, but I think there's if it's not working for you, it's time to switch up.
Yes.
There are some very amazing Plasma artists out there. Someone like Slurpee has what he calls the unblockable Plasma wall, and if you end up in a dogfight against Slurpee with the wall, it's tough.
Oof, yeah, I can imagine. At the moment, trying to find each other, and they do so in the main room. And Firix with another quick kill. So that's 3 in a row for him. Oh, nice! Wow, that was a pretty good move from Firix getting out of that room. When he was out of the room, his nose was facing the ceiling.
Right.
So it's a 9-point lead at this point. Over the last few minutes, the action's kind of picked up a bit.
Yeah, I think they started to decide to throw down in the dog room a bit more.
Firix just picking up some stuff here. Inferno behind him.
I need a few minutes. I'll be
Not
right
chasing,
back.
no worries. Oh, Inferno getting that kill, seeing Firix coming up that slanted tunnel there. 16-8 now. Maybe trying to get another quick one here, but has to dodge that smart. Now back in the hallway again. Nice point-blank shot by Firix there. Wasn't a smart, though. Now it's kind of a disjointed little fight there. They're just trying to ward each other off more than they are trying to secure some damage. Inferno, nice dodge into the dogfight room. Oh, some good damage on Firix, too. That's a pretty slick move from Inferno. And Firix is just in flight mode at this point. Inferno coming up through the tunnel. They're gonna... Oh, he might see him here. He does. Inferno on the chase. But can't quite get the kill. Firix coming up that hallway, and we'll get it with the Plasma. So nice defense there by Firix, picking up the point. Inferno with the level 1s just chasing him off the spew and picking up his stuff. So 3 points from victory is Firix here. Very long match. I would imagine this puts it at over 30 minutes. Firix chasing him down. Can't get a point of damage. Inferno able to hold off the attack there. The main room up by the energy center is Firix. Inferno, I don't know if he knows he's there. He's throwing some missiles around in that general vicinity, but gives up the chase. Now down in that tunnel. Firix might hear that door close, but doesn't do anything about it. Oh, Firix gonna chase him down here. Yeah, he sees him. Firix on the chase. He might have lost him. Nope, he's still sticking to him. Nice chase down by Firix, but now they're gonna throw down the Plasma in the main room, and the smart missiles cause Firix to run away. So we've seen Firix get behind Inferno several times in this match, with mixed results. Sometimes he's gotten the kill, sometimes he's died. Most of the time, it's Inferno fending him off and getting away. Firix now with a little Vulcan here. And Inferno with the Plasma will pick up his 9th. Inferno collecting some missiles, but at what cost? Ooh, he took a lot of damage there. Some spread fire. Looked like a homing missile was on him. Can't quite finish each other off here. Now Inferno doesn't want to run into that. running around trying to feel each other out. Now in the main room, Inferno will see this. Gonna try to cut him off of the pass here. Marks goes a different way, though. Yeah, as opposed to chasing down his opponent, Inferno wants to try to get a good angle on him. Almost ate that fusion. Fusion versus... Oh, Inferno. I don't know if he just conked the side of that shelf there, but ended up taking a suicide for that. Lose a point there. 17 to 8. Alright, in the dogfight room. It's plasma on plasma. Fire switch with the fusion. Maybe feeling that Inferno doesn't have good enough aim to take him out. Now all her to spread fire. Just not a lot of damage going on here. Inferno taking a bit there from the spread fire. Ooh, more damage. Yeah, but Inferno's going to get the kill. Back to 9. 17 to 9. Mark's coming up that back hallway here. Into the main room. Oh! And a collision there as a smart just goes through Inferno's ship, ripping it apart. 18 to 9. Trying to flush Firex out of the main room. It works. He's gone. Inferno trying to chase him down with the plasma, but now it's his turn to flee from a smart missile. In the main room, Inferno's got the position. Tries to cut him off, does get some damage. Inferno also taking some damage, though, from a homer there, so both pilots a little worse for the wear. Inferno trying to chase him down. Firex did see him. Turned to try to meet him with the fusion, but was not on point. Back in the main room. Firex looking to chase him down with the spread fire. Oh, tried to cut him off. Kind of got caught on the geometry there, and Inferno was able to get a little bit of damage back with the plasma. Oh, this is good. Inferno avoiding it. One thing that I do see Inferno good at, when he's got some vertical space, he can do some pretty good evasive maneuvers to get away from things like fusion. But Firex just catching him over in the corner. 19 to 9, game point for Firex here. Well, of course, this is the last game of the third round here. I don't know what's going on here. GG. Game crashed it. Oh, right. Okay, so they had a game crash. So that would make the score 20 to 11. All right. So fair enough. I was unaware of that, but that's fine. So that will be the end of the third round here. We'll have points being picked up for Jediluke, Sirius, and Firex. All picking up points there. So a little bit of a shuffle in the standings here. So we're going to start round 4 in a moment. I would imagine we're going to see Jediluke and either Lee or Firex in the next round. Probably Lee, since he's already played Firex. But we'll see. But yeah, the some good games coming out so far. I am very. We've had some very good games today to watch, and very nice to see. All right, so let's see. We just got to wait a couple minutes for the final games to be confirmed. I'll just force report this one. There we go. All right. So, of course, the other one, that was the 20 to 5. victory for Sirius over Lee in fastest. And so 3 rounds in the books. This is the final round of the qualifiers. And Jediluke, of course, having that iron grip hold on first place. He has not dropped a game so far this season. Sirius has dropped a few, but they've only been against Jediluke. And then Dracona, new to the season, but holding that 2-1 record. So a few people with some good records here. This might be the round we get to see Dracona Sirius. I'm not sure. We'll find out in a moment. Just waiting for that last one to get in. There it is. They are all in. And we're going to start the next round. It's round 4. We have Jediluke and Lee, Dracona, and Inferno. Ooh. Did Dracona already play Sirius? Must have happened. And Sirius will be playing Firix. Yeah, I kind of wanted Dracona and Sirius too. Did that not happen? I kind of feel like that should happen. But I think if Dracona plays Sirius, then it would be Firix Inferno, and they've already played. So that's why that can't happen. I think it's the same thing if Jediluke plays Inferno, and it's Dracona and Sirius, and Lee and Firix have already played. So yeah, that would not be a valid round 4 matchup. That's too bad. That would have been nice to see. So Jediluke and Lee, they'll be playing in one of Lee's home levels, Dracona Inferno in one of Inferno's home levels, and Sirius Firix in one of Sirius's home levels. And we'll see who picks what in a moment. I think I'm going to wait to see who picks what before I decide which game to follow here. Maybe we can see something a little off the wall, especially with Lee's potential selection here. Although, well, we've seen an Arctic. So Dracona's going to play Inferno in an Arctic. The other two have yet to decide. Looks like Sirius will be playing Firix in Nysa again. Firix says, I guess. Sirius maybe not being so serious at the moment. Jediluke Lee, they're going to be playing over in Synapse. So we haven't seen Synapse yet, so I'm going to go ahead and post that one up. I'm going to go ahead and get in the game here. And this will be round 4, final round of the qualifiers. For Lee to join. Jediluke apparently playing this blind.
Hello, hello.
Welcome back. And we're going to be watching Synapse, Jediluke and Lee.
Cool. I'm not very familiar with Synapse.
I am not either. This was the one we saw last week, Inferno and Lee. I'm now remembering this a little bit. This is one where Inferno was sitting up in the horseshoe-shaped tunnel. Both of them trying to get through that small little square at the same time, but they'll just both return to their respective place.
Yeah, I think the, roughly 140 or so lag that they have probably was a factor there.
Mm-hmm.
Normally you have a meeting like that, someone usually does.
Jediluke just trying to feel out the level here. Oh.
He's got to be at least a little disoriented. It is a fairly unique level in the way it's designed.
Indeed. Lee getting hit with some lasers there. He's gonna have to back off. I did not see what killed him.
I think it was the smart blobs chasing him.
Might have been, yeah, but there were none on my screen. But regardless, Jediluke taking a 1-0 lead. Jedi guarding those weapons. He's like, oh, there's weapons here. I'll pick these up. And Jediluke says, die.
For those unfamiliar, the missiles in Descent 1 are the homing missiles, and the smart missiles can look different on different players' screens because each player determines their own hits from the missiles and how they're tracked.
Yeah,
so
there's
possible.
There's some little nuances even on a zero latency game. Things like when you joined on a sub-second basis will determine things like when your homing missiles start tracking. The code is kind of interesting like that.
Yeah.
What we're seeing is player number 1's point of view, which would be Jediluke's.
Right. So that's why Lee got hit with that smart blob and we weren't able to see it.
Obviously, higher latency makes that problem just that much worse, but
Yep.
long stream of plasma catching Lee a little bit there. This could be awkward. Lee waiting in this corner. He hears Jediluke picking up those missiles. Can't really do a whole lot with it.
And Jedi using some plasma here. You don't see
Yes.
that as much from him. Didn't last long, I guess.
No. Does hold an early 2-0 lead. I imagine as Jediluke gets more familiar with this level, we'll start seeing him make more aggressive moves. Now up 3-0.
That's definitely an interesting spot for Jedi to be camping, at least knowing Jedi.
Yeah.
Just camping in the dog room.
Lee waiting for Jedi to show up there. Doesn't get anything for it, but just lets him say, hey, I'm here. Oh! Well, there's a collision. And it remains 3-0.
It's a favorable spawn there for Jedi.
Oh, nice fusion by Lee there. And a stunning Jediluke for a second. But kind of picking up on where Lee was. Might be able to see him. Oh, he's right behind him.
Oh.
Right under him. Right under him.
How is...
I don't know
That
how
one
Lee
took
lasted
longer
as
than
long as he did.
expected, yeah.
4-0 now for Jediluke. The master at work. And we're turning into your point there about complicated versus simpler levels. It's not necessarily simpler, but smaller. Like, levels like Logic are still pretty complicated, but they're a lot smaller than a level like, say, this.
Right. And when a level gets too big, it can be hard to track your opponent, and then complicated just gets less complicated in some ways, because it's more of a surprise type thing when you see people.
Double camp, what does it mean?
Master camper.
It's a triple camp now that I'm not moving. He kind of edging around here, seeing what he can find. Jediluke now moving as well.
Oh,
Holy!
How did... It was like one of those Melvin spots, where Melvin's missed opportunities.
Yes. Yeah, I really feel like Lee could have gotten something good there. Especially, you know, let Jediluke not going at full tilt. Jedi coming into the room. Lee waiting for him, but it's going to be Jedi getting the kill. Now up to 5-1. I think Jedi's figuring out this level pretty quick. Melvin says, shut up, birds. I was thinking the same thing.
Oh, Melvin. Just means there's a lot of room for improvement, Melvin.
Oh. Lee taking a ton of Vulcan damage here. Jediluke, no problem finding this lead point. Of course, these two are also fairly frequent opponents. When you get one person that plays the Sin as much as Lee does and one person that plays the Sin as much as Jedi does, they're going to play each other a lot.
Yep.
Lee coming up, well, he thought about it. Doesn't fall for Jedi's tricks. He'll just take some Vulcan in the main room. It's been a lot of little Vulcan hits. Lee trying to chase Jediluke down. You don't see this too often at any level. Someone getting behind Jediluke and chasing him around for a bit, but it didn't work out.
And see, that's something where the execution ends up being the difference there. We've seen that a number of times where... Oof.
This time it's Lee getting the murder-suicide.
Wow.
And off-spawn picks up a very quick
smart?
100%. I didn't even see where they were when that happened.
That looked bizarre on Jedi's screen. Like, nothing killed him or something. It was weird.
Had to have been a smart that quick. 6-2. One suicide for each of them.
I kind of like this camping spot.
Yep. Oh boy.
Oh, definitely worked.
Couldn't quite get everything on it, so he had to...
Oh, floater damage.
Oh, yes. Well, there goes 35 shields.
Pays the price for the tail between the legs exit.
Yes. Dodging that comfortably, leaving the main room, and Jedi just all over him with that Vulcan right now.
He has aim like Melvin.
Lee's here and... Oh, jeez. Well, here we go again. I feel like I've seen this once.
Yep. Oh.
Again, Lee first to move, edging around. Finally, they both get going. We'll ride with Jedi for a little bit here. Kind of a slow-going... Well, it was slow until that. A slow-ish point.
That's an interesting bomb reaction from Jedi to start bombing. It's often dangerous if, shots come suddenly.
I think it was fairly safe. Nice kill there by Jedi. I think it's fairly safe just simply because he knew Lee was facing the other way.
Yeah.
Picking Lee up off the spawn 8-2.
I was thinking more of the general practice.
Mm-hmm.
But an interesting move, though. I wasn't necessarily wrong or anything. Interesting. I like the create.
Yeah, Jedi was definitely with a strong advantage. Oh, well. And
oh, there it goes.
All of a sudden, there's a bunch of plasma. 8-3. It's Lee getting a nice return kill there. We saw Lee go up, but... Oh! Lee, very sneaky coming back down. Nearly gets fusion.
Yeah, it's just so hard in a room size like this to sneak with fusion.
And Jedi just unloading the clip, so to speak. 9-3.
So we see that Lee definitely has some nice mind game going on. It's just sometimes the execution is really the difference between the two players.
Definitely agree.
It is true. He is surprising Jediluke, which normally doesn't happen very much.
Yes. A little bit of a fusion throw down here, and there goes Lee.
Jedi's a little more comfortable in those. A while back we wouldn't see stuff like that.
Yeah, when I first started playing, Jediluke using fusion was practically unheard of.
It was like a joke. Now he can shoot it.
I remember one game where he started just using it, not quite exclusively, but definitely more than the other levels, and I'm like, who is this person and what did they do with Jediluke? Oh,
he still has a ways to go, but it's definitely a weapon that you have to pay attention now when he has it.
Yep. Of course, it was It was Jediluke that famously gave up the Bronze Diamond Dark Horse on the DCL in a fusion match.
Right. He gave up the #1 spot to Dog.
Yes.
I think
Jedi
that's
Luke
maybe
took
was
another death there.
a turning point where Jedi wanted to get better with fusion. Jedi's got to be fuming here. It's 10-4. Some of these exchanges, I think he feels he should have won.
There he goes. 11-4 now.
Got that one.
Yeah, you can definitely tell when he starts chatting, he's frustrated.
Basically.
And murder-suicide again.
Lee has a little bad tendency of, when the fights get really close, you don't want to unload missiles too much. When you've got the jump, yeah, nice shot.
Oh.
When you've got to jump, you got to be careful not to suicide with your own missiles.
Yes. Back to main room again. Jedi with the fusion. Back in the main room here. Trying to tag him with the Vulcan again. Melvin says, my aim is fine, I just get performance anxiety.
Oh, I was actually, it was a spot where Jedi hosed someone down, so I was talking about the great Melvin aim.
A quiet moment here. Pass each other. Now they're gonna fight a little bit, and Lee just overwhelmed. He couldn't quite decide if he wanted to leave or not, and by the time he had made the decision to stay, he was getting all these smarts on. Jedi 3 in a row here, 14-4.
Yeah, and if people are having some trouble with smarts, as Lee seems to, you know, it's hard. True, it's Jedi shooting him, but I think he needs to make use of bank a bit better in order to twist out of some of these difficult situations involving smarts.
Or Jarnan, I'd like to forget about that entropy match in Octave Pro, thank you. An old video I made of a match between me and Entropy. I don't know if you're familiar with the level Octave Pro. We've had it once on the Observatory.
Yeah, I think I've played Lee in it or something like that. Bird Dog.
And I was mounting a comeback. I had been down by quite a bit, and it was like 20-14 or something, and I got, or 19-14 or something like that. I got the kill, and I go in to get the spew, but I mistimed the explosion and ran into the explosion.
Nice.
And I found it so funny that I laughed so hard I woke up my wife. 4 in a row now for Jedi, 15-4, all over Lee here.
It looks like he's picked up the level here and is comfortable now.
Yep, you see it's been about 2 minutes since Lee's gotten a kill, and that was the murder-suicide that resulted in no score change.
Right, he's done that twice in this level.
To be fair, Lee's done it once too. Another kill, that's 5 in a row, and...
Oh, no, I thought Lee's done it twice.
Yeah, Lee's done it twice. Jedi's done it once.
Right.
3 of them. But yeah, Jedi definitely showing that he's much more comfortable with this level now, after playing it for about 15 minutes here. Lee seeing that, and doesn't
See, it's
matter.
one of those, again, where just the execution ends up being the difference.
And Jedi's going to get a suicide there, so down to 16-4. Did that fusion thing?
Seemed like some of it hit. Ooh!
That definitely hit.
I was watching that coming in, and I almost said, and that hit before it did, because whew.
Ooh, so 5th point there for Lee on some very good fusion play.
And if it weren't for some suicides, you know, Lee would have a few more points.
Yeah, I feel like the first time that he did it was, you know, that was just normal descent-y things. But the second time, he just got extremely aggressive up on Jediluke. And threw a late missile, I think, even after he died.
Right.
So Lee wanting to come down through here, but kind of knowing that there's an ambush waiting.
Yeah. And it's an interesting spot because you have to make yourself known with the door to get close, or to go through that little hole, or you have to come from a long distance. So it is a tricky decision what to do.
Yeah,
Weird
definitely
spot
makes-
from Jedi.
And the way that hole in the ceiling is positioned, I'm just gonna go in here real quick. You can kind of see there's really no way that you can cover every angle coming into the room that way.
Right.
So that makes, even though you might be closer to your opponent, you may not know exactly where your opponent is. Jedi's waiting on the far side here.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but a big fight
Trying
here.
to hose it down to Vulcan. Not quite connected here. Now it's fusion on fusion.
Oh,
And they'll get it,
Not
18 to
connected.
5.
yeah. If you're looking for those dogfights, that's one of your chances. And it's peace. See you later.
Out. Yep. Always
Picks
be
up all the
escaping.
missiles.
Oh! Lee being a little too aggressive, taking a
Yep.
ton of damage here. This should be quick. Jedi trying to close the distance, couldn't quite get the kill. Lee's living for another. Well, hold on. Yeah, Lee's still staying alive here.
Yeah, he says no. Jedi's definitely picking up more missiles. He keeps collecting big packs of them. part
Learning
of
where
the
those
Jedi
are.
League.
Lee right behind him. Lee's
Oh.
hurt there, but
And
he does get the kill.
Oh,
There we go.
well executed from Lee.
Yeah, we were talking about Lee and his missed opportunities. He did not miss there. I really think that Lee is playing on an extended lifeline here.
Yeah, I think he's doing a good job.
Not falling for that again. One of the things that we're not seeing from this game that I think we saw in the Lee Furno game, the little Lee runs into a barrage of them. Spread fire there, but this little slanted tunnel that connects the green horseshoe here has not gotten a whole lot of play. Whereas
Right.
Inferno and Lee, it was getting a lot of play.
It's almost like it doesn't exist.
Yes. So Jediluke on game point here, and that'll get him.
Oh, that's it.
That's a sad way to end it.
It definitely felt closer than 20-6. It was a good game.
Mhm.
I thought Lee still did a good job. Split the score.
Yep. And we have one game remaining, and this is going to be Sirius and Phyrix. They're over in nice. Sirius just gets a point, and this one is exceptionally close. 12 to 10. Sirius's favor.
Wow.
Now, this is after Sirius almost got a nice comeback on Jediluke in here. That's something else. But yeah, Jediluke going undefeated in the qualifiers this season, 12-0. Having only just the one scare against Sirius, really. Find each other in the main room here.
It's definitely true that this is a strong game by Phyrix. 12 to 10 is a good score.
Yes. And these two tend to match up fairly well.
Yeah, I
But
was
Sirius
thinking about
always
that.
Sirius always tends to get like almost a 2-to-1 advantage. Definitely not this game. This kind of level, I think, favors Phyrix here. So I think this one should be about 20 minutes in here. So it's definitely going on pretty long. Unless this has the kind of explosive ending the last one did. I don't think we'll see this under half an hour.
Definitely not. They're
I think-
super disconnected.
I think Phyrix and Sirius are two pilots that, just a few breed that have been playing on every one of these episodes. Jediluke as well. I think Lee's been on every one. So after a while, you'll see these matches and you'll start to get a feel for the rivalries and how they should go. And I think this score here is definitely not what you'd expect. So we'll see what Firex can do. We're about halfway through. Right along with Sirius for a little bit here.
Well, in some of those games, we've seen Firex keep it close for a period, and then Sirius runs away with it at some point. See if that happens, or if it stays close. Or if Firex pulls it off.
Oh, very nice. Firex tried to chase him, and Sirius was there with the Vulcan.
Now, the key there was the excellent dodge, and then the quick recovery to get back and hose him down.
And Firex can't escape the Tunnel of Doom with his life.
Right, and that's the area you really want to pin your opponent nicely.
Again, Firex spawning down there. And Sirius actually chasing him down. This is an interesting call.
I'm not sure about this. Will it?
I'm pretty
it
sure
pays
about
off.
this. There's some damage. Couldn't finish it.
Lag's gotta be a factor there. I mean, it's point blank.
And there's 4 in a row, and all of a sudden, this is what you were talking about, Sirius, coming out big.
Right. With runs, it seems like we've seen those in the other Firex Sirius matches. Firex really just needs to learn how to break the cycle on those. Ooh, that's
one way to do it.
Yeah.
Taking out Sirius there. Reducing it to a 4-point lead, Firex. Still has this one pretty close, but oh, Sirius, gotta run from that. If that door hadn't been open, he would have been in a bad spot.
I feel like Sirius is really bouncing around, feeling confident while he's flying right now.
He's also
Very
moving rather
decisive.
fast. I don't think we saw this very much in the Jediluke match, where Sirius would tend to camp an area, wait for Jediluke to do something,
Right.
not necessarily want to be the aggressor.
Right.
Whereas in this one, he is all over the map.
Well, I feel like it's just a switch he had after it happened during the kill streak. When we first tuned in, he was playing much more disconnected, kind of slow, and now he's turning it on. I like it.
So this was 11-10 when we joined.
Right.
That would put this on a 5-1 streak here.
Yep.
And without really knowing how the beginning of the game went, it's kind of hard to tell. Oh boy. Sirius kind of ready for that, but I don't think he was ready for the return volley there. Throwing a whole bunch of missiles fired.
I'm not sure about this. I see him do some of these escapes sometimes down the corridor. I'm just not sure. I would think it would have been better for him just to go and finish Firex off.
Trying to chase him down with these homing missiles here. And I think Sirius is setting up to make an escape. And that's what he does. Oh, getting behind Firex here. Fortunately, that grate's getting in the way.
Yep. Sirius charging some fusion.
Shot here.
He sometimes uses it, just chucks it down the hall there, and then switches right out of it. I've noticed that in Nysa.
Just trying to get that cheap kill if he can. That's where Firex is at.
Yeah. Well, he's given away a lot of information, potentially, if Firex is located somewhere nearby.
Firex comfortably avoiding that barrage. Maybe not so comfortably, but still avoiding that second one there. Oh, Sirius getting aggressive. Oh, I think he took some damage. Firex just gonna back off from this. Sirius right there, ready. Only took one of those. I wonder if Sirius is gonna think he's really low. Firex able to successfully avoid the smart, if not on our screen. Would not be surprised to see Sirius play slightly more aggressively here.
Right, although overall it's slowed down a little bit.
It certainly has. 2.5 minutes since the last kill.
That can be some of the frustrating part of Nysa, is that when you start to build some momentum, then you can just get disconnected from your opponent for so long. 16 to 12.
Yes. Firex wasn't quite ready for that exchange.
Sirius is going to play it cautious. Is going to go for the weapons. Sometimes that can work. Sometimes you get pinned down.
Nice job by Firex to put some damage down. Firex going to wait for Sirius to come out this way, maybe. Come on down.
I do like the kind of pause there by Sirius. People often just assume you're always going at full speed everywhere.
Nice. Firex anticipating where Sirius is going here, and Sirius has got to be hurt. But Sirius is going to be the one getting the kill, 17 to 12.
That was a nice kill. Good anticipation.
Oh! Oh, that was close. On my screen, that of course, we're seeing Sirius's point of view, so the lag will be on Firex's side. If we see him get hit with something, that actually probably not the case. Thrown down in this slanted hallway. Sirius chasing though. Firex kind of a mistake.
Able to get out of it.
Like that. I don't know.
That was just the kind of the great escape there. I definitely thought there was going to be more action.
And there we go.
That's
Sirius
it.
picking that up. 18 to 12. And Firex has no answers at the moment. He had some good damage on him a couple points ago. So I can't think that Sirius is terribly healthy here.
Right.
It's just a matter of what should Firex be doing to try to finish him off here.
Homers.
Go. Trying to pin him down with smart, but Sirius just backing off. Oh, wow.
Bang.
Nice aim out of the gate there. 18-13.
If you know someone's low, it can be perfectly reasonable to switch out of smarts to homers.
Oh, was Sirius in the reactor room? Sirius was not in the reactor room. He was down below. Okay. Follow him for a little bit here. He needs 2 points to finish this one. Well, make it 1. 19-13. And final game point of today's qualifier. Of course, we'll be back next week with the big old finals tournament.
Dun, dun, dun.
Definitely be fun.
For sure.
Arcs throwing the fusion in the Sirius's way, but Sirius will just back off and be as patient on this last point, I'm sure, as he has been for most of the match.
Yeah, he's so consistent that I don't think he'll have trouble finishing it up.
Sirius using the better weapon there for that long-distance engagement. Having the Vulcan.
Yeah, you gotta have your Vulcan game for Nysa.
Yeah, the long tunnels typically will demand that. Arc's gonna have to run a bit. Testing to see if any homers will find him, but no. Arc's
Yeah,
still
and
gone.
with all the homers that are in Nysa, there's a lot of longer distance exchanges for that reason as well.
Oh, here we go. Arc's coming back. We'll take some Vulcan damage there. And in here. We'll back off.
Blueberry's coming through. He's coming through.
Yes. Arc's giving away his location a little bit there, and Sirius will,
I don't think he's realized at the time, but eventually.
having a little trouble finding exactly where Firex is going. Sirius
Yeah,
finally escaping that area.
Yeah.
There we go. And that'll do it. Sirius will wrap the last game up of the day, 20-13. Not a bad, nice game. Ran about 30, 32 minutes, somewhere in there. So
Yeah.
Definitely a pretty good series of games today.
Totally.
Jediluke, of course, he'll come out on top for the season. Again, undefeated. Congrats to him. Sirius
nice
is
work.
not that far behind either, but Dracona picking up 3 today is not bad either.
Definitely.
And that'll give her some decent seeding in the finals tournament this week, I believe. So, or next week rather. So, yes, we'll be back next week. That'll be again 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern, and we'll have that big tournament. We do have 7 people, so there's not going to be an Anarchy game this time around, but hopefully we'll at least get a, I guess call it a wild card game. And it probably will be between Furno and Lee, I would imagine. So,
Jedi says Dracona is not going to be there for the finals.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
But
bummer.
Yeah, but that's all right.
Still going to be awesome. Yeah,
we'll still have a lot of fun. It's going to be a great run, I'm sure. So definitely tune in next week for that. And thank everyone for watching, and hope to see you guys next week. Until then, see you. Bye.
Later on.